Canada's fallen behind other countries in the growth of GDP per capita since the great financial crisis. We are at the bottom of the heap compared to others, particularly the US, but also other natural resource-based countries such as Australia and New Zealand. Not only are we behind other countries, but we're way behind our own history in this regard. Since 2007, per capita income has grown only at the rate of less than 0.4% per annum. Had we achieved the 1.6% growth that we did have before or during the period from 76 to 2006, that's the blue line on the chart, Canadians would be far better off today. So why the decline? Well, labor force participation in hours of work per capita stopped growing early this century and then started to decline. This reduced growth in hours worked per capita, the demographic effect, if you will, this reduced growth in hours per capita reduced by 0.5 percentage points from the earlier period. But more importantly, and that you can see that on the chart, but more importantly, GDP per hour grew at only 0.6% compared to the 1.4% in the earlier period. In fact, our rate of productivity growth fell by over 0.7%. We understand why, for demographic reasons, this declined, this output declined, but why did productivity decline over the period? Well, from the next table, you can see that the main reason for productivity decline in the business sector was the fall of growth of capital intensity, i.e., each year, each worker had a smaller addition to the capital tools that he or she had to work with, 0.8 performance in each year since the global financial crisis versus 1.3% during the 6 years just prior to the crisis. Less investment per worker translated into lower growth in output and per hour, as can be seen on this chart. Since 2007, the change in output per hour, the green line, tracks well below what might have been expected, the dashed blue line, if the pre-2007 productivity growth rate had continued. The result is that we end today with an output per hour, which is only 11% above the 2007 level, instead of the 29% improvement we might have hoped for had past trends continued.